Do you suffer employee mentality while running your small business? Well, you're not alone. Many people are running around in their own small business, burning themselves out, and they just can't sustain it in the long run. Really, they've become, instead of an employee working for somebody else, they're an employee working for themselves with the added chores of things you have to do as a small business owner that you didn't have to do as an employee. Let's take a look at this employee mentality that I talk about. What happens typically is you get your qualifications, your education, you go into industry for a while, and what you've acquired over the years is what's called industry knowledge. You know your expertise very well. You could be a car mechanic, a builder, an electrician. You could work with people, say in a nursing home. You've been a nurse previously. You work as a computer technician. You're a technical person. You want to run your own business. This is all the technical business knowledge that you've acquired. But I can make this generic into one term. But apart from that, you still got to deal with suppliers, people that, if you run a restaurant, food, you're a car mechanic, well, you've got to get car parts in while you're doing work. There's suppliers. Don't you have to have your qualifications when we talk about academia? If you're doing things like working in a nursing home or a daycare centre, you've got to have inspections done on a regular basis. You've got to have health and safety done. You've got to keep your credentials up to date. So you're dealing with outside academia. Third parties, independent people, private people, like if you've got shipping requirements, orders come in, they've got to be shipped out to customers. You've got an accountant, there's somebody else you're dealing with. You've borrowed money from the bank to develop your business for the premises. You've got, therefore, deal with the bank. What about your management agent if you've got a leasehold agreement? Somebody else that you're dealing with. These are the things that you didn't have as an employee. And finally, you've got your consumers, those that are either clients or non-clients. So if I ask you about your business, and I'm an outsider looking in, you're going to think that you know better than anybody else about your business because you've got the industry knowledge and you deal with these people. But let me ask you, during your time that you were studying, or when you were an employee, did anybody ever teach you how to make a profit? Yes? No. What's missing? Well, the Carnegie Institute of Technology said that 15% of your business success will come to from your industry knowledge, or your technical knowledge, as they said. Did you know that 85% of your financial success they attribute to what? Your personality and ability to communicate, negotiate, and lead others. So where's the missing picture? What is it? This is it. This is not your realm of knowledge of what you need to know running a business. It's much wider, it's much more expanded in order to make a profit. Equate it with a big business. Now, in a big business, you would have a department for human resources. Yes? Who do you guess does the staffing now? You do. You do the hiring and firing. What did they teach you at college or university about marketing? Oh, well, you might have picked something up along the way when dealing with your customers. You think you know what they want, but what actual training have you got? Did you know what you're probably communicating here is not being understood? The message to market can be very different to what you think it is. Next, have you got an IT department? No. But you do in big business. You need to have automation that requires internet, automated systems. And how well are you able to communicate your requirements when you're quite often the client talking at a human level, dealing with people that are talking at a technical level in a geek language, in a foreign language, and yet it is absolutely necessary. So you're responsible for that. And finally, the glue is management and operations. This is really the systems that puts everything together. You might have the staff, you might have the technology, the marketing, but there's the operations that go on a day-to-day basis to make things happen. So, as you can see, we're getting into overload now. And it's just like you can see in a relationship with a friend and a partner what could be going wrong, because you're an outsider looking in and you can see it very clearly. But if you're in that relationship, the same as you're inside your business, how clearly do you think now that you can see out what needs to be done as somebody looking in? If you need help, and many people do, not just developing a website, in developing your business, you can give me a call. You can go to my website. It's www.InstantInternetIdentity.com. Contact me. We can have a 15-minute chat together and see if we can get you out of this predicament. Thank you. My name's David Lee.